All right, what is up, everybody? So, before we get in, You may or may not be able to tell from this scene, we've made some changes to how stream looks. It's not super obvious right out front, I wouldn't say, because you didn't see the difference beforehand. We've added some filters. So, I was having some discussion earlier, right? Trying to figure out what I can improve, what can make my stream stand out. I've mentioned before I do wildlife photography, right? So you may or may not be able to tell it here. I've taken inspiration from my own photography and how I do my photos and added filters into the stream. So if I take everything off, you can see how it normally looks, just like that. And so that's how it looks normally. And so we added a little darker vignette. You can see it on the edges, which that will remain in game. We've got a little bit of color correction, which you can't really see until I add this filter, which I would say that's pretty significant. It may not change the whole feel of the game, but I would say that seems like a pretty significant difference just in the detail you can pull out of the power armor there. This is one of the sample pictures I used today to help calibrate all of this stuff. As you can see, the reds get made a little redder, although everything's a bit darker. We added a little bit more contrast to pull out a little more detail. This is no mods or anything. If you see it looking different in game, that is just the filters I've added. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I may or may not tweak it some more. Not during stream. If I ever tweak it anymore, it won't be during stream. And so, hopefully, these settings hold up between games. They may or may not. We'll see. One of those things. So let's get into it. I thought that would be cool to share if you notice any kind of difference in gameplay. I won't see it on my end, but you should be able to see it on y'all's. At least more so, than I will. Get my preview back up here. Alright. So I do have to load my other save, I think. Yeah, I was in my one-shot run, running around. Welcome back, Coda. So, all you missed was me talking about I have changed stream slightly. You may or may not be able to tell it in this one. I took a lot of the stills from this. So this was another one here. Granted, I waited until after these Fallout updates and all this shit wasn't on the screen. I did it on the previous screen. So I've taken inspiration from my after having a discussion about what I can make it how I can make it stand out. So you'll notice the letters are what really stands out. The menuing is what I think is the most obvious. But if I go all the way through, no. So like this is what it looks like normally. So you can see here I've added a vignette. So like this is taking a lot of the filters I use for my wildlife photography and I slapped them on to try to make it stand out a little bit more just from like if somebody sees the preview. So yeah, you can see here's the vignette that kind of makes things pop a little bit more. There's a little color correction here that you can't see, and it's because the color correction is really meant to go off of this filter. And that filter there, you can see it makes all of the colors a little bit more vibrant, but it ups the contrast on everything, and which gives it a little bit more detail. So if you look at the wood grain, like specifically down here well, I guess I have to tab in it, have to move. But yeah, it really does. So if you look at kind of the wood grain here, whenever I toggle it on, that's where it's the most obvious. Probably in the cushion of the Pip-Boy too, where the lights are. I drop any harsh lighting, because that's what I do in my wildlife photography. You drop any like super harsh lighting. And so I pretty much copied a lot of my filters directly over. And so you can see the detail it pulls out just in that Pip-Boy cushion or in the wood grain. I think it looks great. And it doesn't take away from how the game feels. If we see anything that looks particularly like super off or like contrast is off, let me know. I'm just saying. Yeah, the fusion core is pretty crazy too. So if you see anything that looks like significantly off, let me know. because this is literally just a first run of this. I copied some filters over. I added a few color corrections here and there, trying to fix some of the like harsh contrast where I could see it was like super hard. But like, say we want to drop this all the way down. So I've got my filter at 85% right now. So I can crank this up to 100 and you can see it gets a little bit darker, but contrast gets thrown a little bit off in the back. Or we can go like, I can drop it. So like right now it's at 85 is what it sits at. Like I can drop it a bit more if we think any colors are too harsh. So yeah. This is no mods installed. These are just like my wildlife filters. I think it looks good. Yeah, 80 to 85 looks about right. That's what I would say as well. So, I'm perfectly happy with this. I think I'm happy with it. But we'll see how it looks once we get in. I did do a test set. I got into my one-shot playthrough to explore, so we're gonna load into the exit save from our trench sweeper. Let's get into it. Yeah, you can see difference in like the menu. The menuing looks so clean, by the way, because the contrast is turned up. I think that's what's the most crazy to me. When I pop this menu, hold on, I gotta show this at least one more time. I apologize. If you see the menu here, yeah, if you see how the menu looks now versus if I take off this filter, it looks so much better to me with the higher contrast. That's crazy. Sorry, little side note. There needs to be a mod that just increases the contrast of this game. That's all I'm saying. There probably is. Let's look at the neon. That looks so sick, dude. That looks so sick. So again, what's the last thing out? Filter on, filter off. Look at that. That looks so fucking sick. Sorry. Yeah, this filter's at 85. So like, and this is a custom filter that I had made. That I will say, this is a custom one that I had made. This is at 85 right now. I didn't have made, I made. Not that I had made. Let me rephrase it. Who the hell are you? You sleep 10 hours to get 8 a.m. that way I can heal? I can adjust it, yeah. I have it still on 85 right now, but I can adjust it, yes. So like, if I go over here again to the open sign here, this will be a good place to show it because contrast is so like if I go here, I can crank it up to 100 and you can see it just kind of makes everything go there. But if I go to like you said here, let's go to 0.83 because everything's on like this awkward ass. So there's 83. It's gonna be really, all the changes are gonna be pretty subtle. Like you can look at the dugout in. That's a good one too. If you look at the dugout in sign behind the open sign, like you can see how much more detail it pulls out of it. I don't know. I'm a fucking huge fan of my own filter. Yeah. That's at 83, dude. It's so good. It's so good. It makes everything feel like it has so much more detail. I will say, that's fair. I will say I am gonna up the vignette just a little bit because I was doing it on the main screen a second ago, and you could very clearly tell. We're gonna put it there. Can we move this outer radius? Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. All right. Just about there, I would say. Because you want a vignette, so when you do vignetting, specifically with like wildlife photography, any cinematography, you don't want it to be harsh enough that it's super noticeable. You want it to be dark on like the very, very peaks, like on the very corners. That way it draws eyes and attention dead center. So like that's something that like I've picked up on before. And I think this looks really good. This is a really good run to do it on since we have no yeah. That's exactly it. You want it to, so if somebody's looking, you want it to draw their eyes to the center of the screen. And so like I wouldn't say it's super noticeable out here. I don't think it's super noticeable, but that's what that's exactly the point. You're only gonna notice it on the edges, but in darker scenes it will. Like you can see it more visibly here if you look in the top left. So yeah, I'm good with it. I think we're good. I'm not gonna sit here and just keep discussing my fucking my methodology when it comes to color correction and stuff like that. Seems to be a bit much if I were to sit here and spend the first 20 or 30 minutes of stream. We've already spent 15. I gotcha. I mean, I can definitely tell you know what I'm talking about, and that comes from somewhere. That comes from experience, typically, not just having heard it.
I'm in no mood to talk about any of this synth nonsense, unless you're looking for a house.
Motherfucker. I didn't follow Nick up there, did I? Nope, he's standing right there. He didn't get up to the door. Back down we go. Let's just look out across the city. Yeah, do you think they look good or bad? I think they look good. I like the added detail. I think the one in the middle is a little harsh, I would say. Because, like, I can't see it overlaid my screen, so I have to look at the preview to see it. They're pretty good. Yeah. Oh, dude, let me show you, like, I need to wait till night again. The lighting on, like, not just the neon, but like on like lanterns and stuff like that. God damn it. Scratch my eye and fall off of something. Some greens really stick out. Yeah, like that right there. I can correct that a little bit.
Hey, Valentine.
Follow me. Let's check out this house Kellogg left vacant.
Let's see if I can that's a we're mostly talking about those greens. Let me see if I can fix that slightly. Ah, fuck you. Okay, let me see here. I do this, and I do one more of these. Back up. When I take the elevator, look. Okay. I mean, I would imagine these here are pretty harsh. Like in the foreground, close, like right under my well, that's not what I want. Jesus Christ. Alright. That is not the color correction I want. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll have to do it in my actual LUT. In that LUT filter. Let's see if I turn it down some. So like that's normal. Like if we go here, this is about 75. I think that looks a little more normal. Yeah. I'll have to make changes to the actual filter that's being applied to probably fix the greens. Which I'm definitely not going to take the time to do right now.
Something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
I don't know. I think 83 is still probably about right.
Nick.
No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. We can't get through that door. See that platform?
That lighting looks pretty sick.
City entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Sorry, I'm like watching the filter to see if I see anything that stands out. Yeah. Because I think the contrast on everything really helps tie it all together. There's 83. Yeah, I still think it ties it better. Yeah, if you also, like I said, if you see anything that stands out just too specific, like too harshly, like in this case the greens, I can pull those out in my filter. So how it works, basically, OBS has a default LUT filter, and so you go through and you take like a still. So like if I'm going up the elevator, say I take this still here, right? And then I can go through and I can edit this to how I want it to look, and then apply all the same filters to that image, and then convert it back to a LUT file, and then we get to throw it in here. And so, like, I would say the yellow stands out a little bit here. Probably a little too much. Not a huge fan of that yellow there.
Maybe you could get a man.
I can see the greens every once in a while, yeah. Or, yeah. So, like, it looks like mostly it's the major sections of green. Whereas, like, this in the middle, I'd say that looks okay. It's like where they went with, like, a darker, or, like, not necessarily a darker green, but a cleaner green. And so it's getting amplified, too. That Mass Fusion sign looks fucking sick, though. I'm gonna be real. That Mass Fusion sign looks sick as hell. Alright.
What are you doing here, Piper?
Nuh-uh. Not until it's in print. You can read all about it in the next issue.
Yeah.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper,
That's,
the mayor
yeah.
needs to
I
make
mean,
time
I
for
knew it was gonna take some playing with.
responsible citizens.
That looks pretty cool.
I was just leaving anyway.
You can see the grime and everything on it, too. I'm sorry, it looks... I'm proud of it.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves.
That's one of those things, like, I did everything, like, if you saw the exit save, it was up around, what's it called?
Geneva.
Did you need something else?
Oh god, what's it called?
Mr. If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could have...
It's up by CIT Ruins. It's the Boston Police Department. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I couldn't think about that. The power armor. Where the power armor is.
I'll talk to the mayor then.
He set aside time to talk...
Alright.
Funny business with the mayor. Got it?
Ah, yes. I remember you. Our new arrival. I wish I was in your shoes.
A man named Kellogg,
I see. Well, whatever reasons you have, I take my citizens' privacy very seriously. Even after they've left. I can...
Uh-huh. Please, Mayor McDonough. This...
I see. I'm sorry, but...
Alright, well, that's that. I think we can bribe Geneva. Genevieve,
Hey, Geneva.
Geneva.
I'm sorry,
Geneva.
but you're not getting that key from me. Why do you want it so badly anyway?
Please. All I want to do is find my son. The man who owned that house.
I've heard the sobs.
Maybe we can reach an agreement? I just happened to...
A gift? For me? Oh, how generous. Oh, there I go again, leaving a key out on my desk and forgetting to put it back.
There we go. Yeah, I definitely see what you're talking about, though, and it's like they used a pure green, and so when it's trying to pull everything up, it definitely, it pulls up too much. And maybe it has to do with the lighting, too. It may have to do with the lighting as well. Oh, look. That looks pretty nice. Alright, we'll see.
The latest news from the Commonwealth.
Who needs a haircut?
Lesson learned. Sleep during the day.
You ain't gonna last once you leave.
I'm worried about the higher contrast having a really bad effect on how the game looks at night, because Fallout can already be a pretty dark game. So we'll see how it looks once we get into that.
Got the key? All right, head in.
Chief, are you still here? If so, I would like to hear what you think about this stuff, my guy. Trying to get where I can see more of the
Let's take a
preview.
Look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
Like, see, in here, where they probably use the same greens, though, it doesn't look horrible. I think it really has to do with lighting. I really think it has to do with lighting.
Seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Well, that's one way to hide a room.
Like, see, and then in here, yeah, see, so then, well, I guess it is probably... I'm sure this is the same green, it just has to do with the lighting. Like, that's pretty... This is almost, like, this over here is almost green screen, like.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
I'm picking up shit that I'm not able to see.
Interesting brand.
I haven't been opening the... I mean, I press R so I can see what I'm picking up.
Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
I think because I also raised the shadows, I do think it, I do think this looks better, even in the dark. We'll see. The thing, you don't want your whites to be too white, you don't want your blacks to be too black. Because you lose detail on either end. Although you would rather it be darker than lighter when it comes to photography. You can usually pull detail out of pure black, you can't pull any detail out of pure white.
Let's wait outside.
You wear yellow polarized glasses. I have talked about getting some blue light glasses when I stream, but haven't done it yet.
Work dog meat.
You're good, man.
This is your friend? He's a dog.
That's right. A Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Show him the cigar. He'll pick up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal.
Goodbye, Nick.
Hopefully not forever. Good luck.
Better have a hound. Maybe.
Boy.
It would have made more sense to have, like, have him look like a bloodhound or something.
It's good to be back in Diamond City.
Pat the streamer's only 200. I think I'll change the hydrate and posture check down to 100 if they're not already. I don't think they are. I think they're 200 right now. That way, if somebody were to follow, when they first follow, they get 300 points. So you can either do a sound effect, Pat, or you can do Pat the streamer and a hydrate posture check thing. Yeah, it's been Pat. Pat the streamer. I mean, it can be Pat the streamer, but I named it Pat the streamer, yeah. We can rename it to Pet, because it does look more like petting than it does patting. But I think the animation was nicknamed Pat Pat, if I remember correctly.
Head on inside.
Dude, sorry. I have to take another moment. Look at the difference here. If I drop color correction, vignette is doing some work here, you can see. But look at the fucking difference. Look at the detail around the barrel, for one. Look at that. Sorry. That looks so fucking good to me. Like I said, I can't play. I can't see it while I play. So, it, like, to me it makes I only get to see it when I look over at preview. So I only get to see it in a few places. That looks pretty sick. Yeah, okay. Alright. I hope. So, like, that's the thing, is I'm just trying to have my stream have an aesthetic from the preview. Like, if somebody hovers over the stream, what does it look like, right? I want it to somewhat stand out, and I think this will if you're looking at basic. You're looking at general Fallout 4. What the hell? That's a ghoul, isn't it? I can't see names, doesn't matter. It's absolutely a ghoul, though.
San Francisco.
I think if you were to look at the preview along other Fallout 4 games, now I do think this one will pop a little more.
What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
The deal is there are a lot of texture mods that probably do something similar. I do wonder how this will hold up in games with higher textures and stuff like that. Where I feel like what they do is mostly increase contrast on a lot of the existing textures. Not I shouldn't say games, mods with higher textures. We'll see. We'll get to that at some point in the future, but that must be Rabid. Something's happening. Dogmeat's got some poison effect on him. Yeah, that's the thing. I do wonder how the color correction and the filter would look on stuff that already increases contrast and stuff like that. I feel like it's gonna blow out some stuff if I play with any real mods or any mods that have anything to do with graphic enhancements. Sorry, just looking. I don't know. I think he got poisoned. Because I haven't seen that before. I figure he got poisoned or something. Like it's... Oh! Alright, well, yeah. Let's say I could sleep. No, I can't anyway. This isn't where I was thinking I was.
Bloody bandages. Dogmeat can track this.
Oh, I pressed R twice. So it picked everything up. I have 40 shotgun shells. I bought like 100.
Boy, enough to go on?
Wait, here's something. Okay. Oh, wait. I forgot. I have to go do something. Before we continue this to Fort Hagen. Preston Garvey followed yesterday. And we have to go add a fucking... We have to go add him a gun. It is important that it gets done. Because I have already made it 30 minutes into the stream and didn't even think about it. So it has to happen. Alright. How's that look? I like it, dude. I do. Like I said, I only played with a few, like, test images, though, so if we see, like, this looks very blue. This looks very blue. I don't know, I don't think it's too noticeable, but it is. The yellow is very yellow, too. Well, I guess that actually kind of is pretty close. You know what it almost feels like? Which worries me to go there, to say it. This almost makes the game feel somewhat like Far Harbor. This is what, like, looking at the preview, this feels like Far Harbor to me, right? Am I wrong? It looks like Far Harbor's like higher or like darker atmosphere without all the fog. I feel like maybe that's why it doesn't feel super far off to me. Yeah, I'll pull some stills from this, though. Like, probably that on the rocks, and I'll try to get the rocks more to a gray. Yeah. Alright. I'll just have to look through it tomorrow and try to correct some stuff when I can. I do like the reds popping still. I'm not gonna keep talking about this filter all night. I'm gonna try not to. So yeah, how's y'all's day been though? I was exhausted today. And I'll tell you exactly why it was. I'll tell you exactly why it was. I know why I'm so tired. It's because normally when I get to this point in my week, we are winding down, right? This is the weekend. I'm able to stay up later, but I'm able to sleep later. And so, like, these nights I'm not able to stay up as late because I still have work. I saw a car fall over there. I have work, and that means I also don't get to sleep later. So, fun. But yeah. Oh. God, Coda. I've lost my bearing. Okay, where was I at? I've completely lost where I was even at. I feel like I end up facing some awkward ass dirt. Did I already pass the gravestone? Or am I coming up on it? Dude, it throws me off so bad. I passed it, it's right there. Okay. It makes me lose my bearings entirely. And it's like whether it has to do with the flip or it has to do with inverting my controls. As long as I just go left and right, I'm good. If I go up and down, I'm fucked. Like, that's what I've learned from y'all flipping me several times now. It's like, okay, hold steady. Do not look up and down. Hold steady. Do not look up and down. Just go left and right and hope it works out. Jesus Christ. You saved up for it. Well, the next time we do a community night, they'll be back down to 100 until we play all the community games again. At least a majority of them, right? Those that get selected. Because we do have some backlog now, because y'all suggested more than what we were able to play. So we have some carrying over. There are some games that were suggested that I will do longer playthroughs of. So I think the plan, outside of mixing in playing with Kaiser and Galti on Borderlands, Saturdays specifically are going to become like longer free play days. So like the longer suggestions, like Coda suggested Blueprints. Well, Blueprints is something I'm actually interested in. I've watched some stuff on it. It seems like something I'd want to play. So like on every other Saturday, we're gonna do a long play of a community game, like one of those. So like Monk suggested Sons of the Forest and Cyberpunk, and so we'll go ahead and do that. And like we'll play until we finish the game, not in one night, but like multiple weeks. And then the following week, hopefully, we'll attempt to speedrun something every other week, right? That gives me time to try to learn the route. Like Thursday, Friday, I get to try to learn route. And we're doing this again. We're back though. Okay. Photoshop's open. Gotcha. Alright. I apologize. Get this sorted out. Hello? Photoshop is refusing to close. I'm hitting the X and nothing is happening. Alright, we're good. I'm surprised we made it that long without an issue, if I'm being entirely honest. But yeah, I do like attempting to learn these speedrun routes. I think what we'll probably do next is New Vegas. Just because there isn't a lot that happens in that game. Like, the speedrun route itself isn't too crazy. So I think we'll attempt New Vegas next. And then we may give some attempts on Fallout 4 sometime in the future. But, like I said, these are going to be like weeks apart, so we don't overdo it with, we hopefully don't overdo it with, speedrunning either. So yeah, we will knock out some of the longer games. And like, I had fun on Deep Rock Galactic. I don't know how many people are still playing it, but I had some fun on it. And so it may make a reappearance some Saturday. Basically, it's a day that I can kind of play whatever. We'll see. We'll see. We'll probably do a lot more of the play whatever than speedruns, because it'll take a little bit to learn these speedruns. Oh, dude, yeah, okay. You can definitely, like, against the white, you can definitely see the vignette a bit more. Yeah, this looks. Dude, it looks just so good. It does feel more cinematic to me. I'm sorry. I keep stopping to talk about it. It does. I have to show it. I have to show it without the filter so y'all can see what I see versus what I look over. So y'all can understand what I'm talking about. No filter. No filter at all. Nothing added. Right? I don't know if y'all are still here. But no filter. Filters. It's pretty fucking significant, dude. It's a pretty significant difference. Like, just that, and then you add the vignette to, like, really sell the cinematic part of the scene. I love it. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, they really do. They look so good. I'm sorry. It legitimately blows me away that, like, I got that yellows definitely need to be fixed. That looks like almost highlighter to me. But like, we're there. There's a lot of stuff that's there. You know what I mean? The reds look so good. Like, you can see the part. Like, that's the thing, right? I wouldn't pick out on this texture that that's where the dust is missing, right? I can see it. Now that I'm looking over here and I see it, I was like, oh, why does it look like that? Oh, there's dust missing. I look on the fucking game. I can see. You can see where the fucking dust ends on this thing. I guess you can't jump up on this collision, but you can see it. You can see the outline of it, right? Right there. But, like, I've never picked that out on the texture. It's never been that fucking noticeable. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind over here. You're good, Chief. You're trust me, you're just fine. What was I doing? Laser rifle. I'm kind of flustered. But that's such a like, I don't have the laser musket. I've got to have a laser musket. I don't have to, but I would like to have a laser musket. With one hand and hard. I'd read in bed and completely missed that you said in hard. Until you said it, I completely missed that. God damn it, where's Carla? I need a fucking laser musket. I doubt Carla's gonna have one. I didn't even think about it. God damn it. I guess we should probably name something after him and then come back and rename it. Rename a laser musket when we find it. That way we at least have it. We at least have something with his name on it, right? That's at least my thinking. Ooh, wrong one. Let's do... I mean, I think this makes a decent one. So we had... Nope, 3. I also pressed O, I guess. Preston Garvey. How it's spelled, and he was number 226. Not what he wants. Not what he wants, but we'll come back. We'll come back once we get a laser musket. You work alone, open to close. That's rough. I don't think Chief is going to be making it tomorrow night stream or the night after. Well, I guess just tomorrow night stream. So hopefully tomorrow night stream is going to be with Caleb. We've only been able to touch base a few times, so we haven't decided what all indie games we're going to be playing. Hopefully we'll have that figured out by tomorrow. Ah, there we go. You'll be here in spirit, yeah. I don't think Chief will survive the night. Ooh. Ooh. Evening and fog is pretty rough. Evening in the fog is pretty rough. This will be a point to come check out. Let's see. How do our nights look though? I'll be honest, that's what I'm mostly interested in, is how the night looks now. I feel like most of the time when we're running around, it's nighttime. We'll just start scrapping stuff. Alright. I did what I always do, and I click instead of pressing E. God damn it. Alright. We survived. So let's just sleep 4 hours. Let's get to 10 o'clock at night, and we're gonna see how it looks. Like, you can see what I was talking about with the lighting. That looks so good. Yellows are a bit harsh, though. Oh, look at the night. That looks so... I'm sorry. That looks so good. I love it. Okay, I'm glad the contrast doesn't make it horrible. So good. Okay. I'm okay with that. I can live with this. How's that look? Oh, dude, that looks sick. That looks sick, too. The lighting at night looks so good, actually. I love that, actually. Who the hell is this guy? Oh, that's a railroad agent, isn't it? Alright. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder how the underground... I wonder how these greens look. See, that looks good. Yeah, I don't know. It's just certain greens are a bit much. So we'll have to pull out those specific colors and drop them without greatly affecting the other greens. Same thing kind of with the rocks. We need to pull these back down to more of a gray and not have it affect the other blues. Alright. That being said... Oh, dude, Finch Farm looks sick, too. Look at that. Alright. Sorry. I said I wasn't going to sit here and talk about it all stream, but first time seeing some of this shit looks pretty nice. But fruit. It definitely makes it feel... It definitely is darker. Don't get me wrong. But it gives it more of a nighttime feel. Ooh, look at these. That looks pretty cool. Alright, alright. Sorry. Just looking at everything. Heading out to Fort Hagen currently. Trying to anyway. If I don't get distracted by everything. You know what probably looks sick with this, Coda? You know what area probably would look sick with this filter and everything on? I bet Nuka World would look badass. There's not a lot of greens, but the reds and blues all around there would probably fucking... That'd probably look awesome. Oh shit! One more. I didn't see it. How's my health? How we looking? Yeah, we're running around with a decent amount. We should be able to save here. Did I already clear this out? Yes. Okay. Okay. I don't have cloth for a sleeping bag, but I can make a bed, boys. That makes sense. I just want to get a save point here. Continue on our way. So that should be Fort Hagen right up there. Looks pretty nice too. I ain't gonna lie, I dig this filter at night. Look at that. Sorry. Alright, we're good. Gotta take a moment to look. Gotta take a moment to take in the atmosphere. It looks great. At least I think so. That being said, editing on this video is gonna be a bitch if I make a video out of this one. Like the intention was, because now there's gonna be a very clear difference in the footage. Normally... That looks so good too. Fuck, okay. Sorry. There's gonna be a very clear difference in the footage, though, that I guess I'll just brush over. Damn. Really? Alright, well, I bound it to 3. Alright. I guess I can't do that because I'm not using a pistol. I also didn't take damage. That's kind of crazy. Or maybe I healed when I doubt I healed when I slept, right? No. Alright. So what do we got going on? Peckish and parched. Yup. Alright. Drink some water. That should have handled that. I don't want to eat that right now. I guess I should have cooked some stuff, huh? Pork and beans enough? Nope. Second one will be, though. Alright. All good. Son of a bitch. What's up, Kaiser? Did it kill me? Yep. What's up, Kaiser? You may notice the game looks different. I don't know if you'll notice or not here at night. It's very noticeable during the day. The game should look fundamentally slightly different, at least at the minimum. Coda and Chief were able to pick it out at the beginning, but that's because we were on the loading screen coming in. So, I've added a. This is not a filter or any kind of mod or anything like that. It's a filter I added on my OBS. So I was explaining earlier. I was having a conversation about how I can have my stream pop a little more next to other Fallout streams, right? Like, how do I make it stand out a bit more? And at some point in the conversation, my wildlife photography had come up, and I was like, you know what? That's not a horrible idea. And so we've added a lot of the filters from my wildlife photography that I do. And yeah, there's some things where it very clearly like it's gonna need a little bit of touch up here and there. But let me go to the daytime. Let me go ahead and sleep 6 hours. And we can take a look at the world. The blues, that's what Coda was saying earlier. The blues look pretty nice. Pretty much, so like here, let's just take this shot. There's not much to see. Not much to see outside of this. But if I go here and mess with my filters, so first thing I added recently was the vignette. So like here, with photography, typically you add a vignette to draw eyes more towards the center of the screen. It makes it look more cinematic. And so, vignette, definitely. So that's the first thing. So let's go ahead and remove that. Then we just have the actual filter. The filter, what I did is I pulled still images from like Stream and like the main loading screen over into Lightroom, and then I copied over the filters I use for my wildlife photography. I tweaked them a little bit. So like this is filter off. There you go. That's what the game looks like normally. And so that's filter on, and you can see it ups the contrast, makes the colors a bit more vibrant. It grounds everything. And then the vignette, I feel like, pulls everything together to give it that more cinematic feel. I love it. I'm all about it. Yeah, I've shown it before on stream. I can pull it up again real quick. So let me go to it real quick. I'll show a couple before we get back into it. So the best one that I have. Or my favorite image is probably this one. There we go. My favorite image is probably this one of the fox. Hello. There we go. It didn't want to get larger. I don't name my shit anything creative. But this is probably my favorite one that I've taken. This was actually in Colorado. This is Chief's fucking home state here. This is taken in Colorado at State Forest State Park. So like this is it's a fox, it's a red fox. So we've got it. Oh yeah, you're gonna see the double chat because I've got display capture on. But then we've got this bear that was taken in Tennessee, and he was moving. It is by far not my favorite. I haven't done anything with this picture. But I did try to edit the best I could. This one, I'm proud of that one. That's a bald eagle. Hell yeah. America. Entered a black and white contest, and I learned a lot about trying to make black and white photography. It is not that simple. Black and white photography is not as easy as making an image black and white and hoping it works out for you. This one was in Tennessee. So all of the bears are pretty much in Tennessee. This was early morning when we caught him. It was like 7 in the morning when we caught him walking out. And so you can see I was messing with where I put my signature for stuff. There was the original of the eagle. This is one that I'm proud of. This is also in Colorado. This is Rocky Mountain National Park, though. It says elk fawn. It's a calf. I'm aware. People people have pointed out before. It's supposed to be a calf, not a fawn. Yes, I'm aware. I much like now, do most of my editing in the middle of the night. It happens. So, like, this little dude. If I zoom in, you can see the grain on it. But from like your normal, oh shit, from your normal view that you'll see all this, you won't actually see it. So like my images, everything I take here is with a lens from the 80s. And oh yeah, this one is from the moose here is actually from Maine. Sorry, that's gonna be a headache to see this crap over here. Because now it's all doubled up. But the moose was taken up in Maine, actually pretty close to where apparently where Creek lives. So that's pretty cool. This one was also in Tennessee, but is it not gonna load the full quality? It's not. I guess I downloaded a blurry one of it. But yeah, this was another one, early morning, so like it was really harsh images, or it was really harsh colors trying to pull any of this out. You can tell I was able to pull detail on him, but this is like super blown out because early morning and my settings weren't set correctly. And then Washington DC, because again, America. And this was taken from the Lincoln Monument looking back at Washington. And if you look all the way down, you can see the edge of the Capitol building. Like this is the Capitol here. I'm pretty sure. Like 90% sure that's the Capitol building back there. So, real life Fallout 3. Can y'all believe they made Fallout 3 a real place? Alright. Oh shit, not my game capture, my display capture. There we go. Alright, we're back to it. But yeah, that's some of the stuff I've taken. I have a lot more that I have submitted to contests and stuff like that, but I don't think are my best work. So I only have my best work saved, pretty much. If I went into Lightroom, you could see all my attempts with other images to try to make them look decent. Just throw a fucking sandbag at me. Damn, dog meat.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy? Everything okay? Come on, boy.
Okay, I told him to follow me now on accident.
How you doing, buddy?
I thought that's what was about to. Oh, come on, you. I thought that's what was about to happen because I'm dumb and wasn't paying attention.
How you doing, buddy?
Dismiss.
Stay safe, buddy.
Then to Red Rocket. Or. Am I good? I think that worked. I again don't have a ton of ammo for this, so we're gonna try to hope, or we're gonna hope we can just get to Kellogg. As ambitious as that sounds. And that is, I would say that is pretty ambitious that we're gonna make it to Kellogg with like, what, 40 shotgun shells? 39? Yeah, because I tried to shoot the thing earlier. So, not particularly feeling like we're gonna make it. But we're gonna try. We're damn sure gonna try. But yeah, so having that conversation about how I can make my stuff pop, they're like, haven't you done photography? I was like, I have, but I don't know how that translates. Apparently, translates okay. Like I said, things are a little blown out, things are a little harsh. Because I'm not able, like, since I'm working with a set color palette when I take any one still, I don't see how it's going to look once it translates to when we're actually walking through the world. And I knew that was going to be a thing. I knew something was going to be off. So, like, anything that's, like, somewhat gray seems to be pulling a lot of blue out. So, like, you can't tell it here, but, like, when we're outside on the rocks, you'll be able to see it. Oh, shit. Well,
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning.
Come on, you.
Is someone present? It would appear your attempt at stealth. I have found you.
The 3 shells take them out. Which is good to know, because I'm going to be using it a lot. Oh, no! Oh, God. Why did it lag so bad? Don't do that to me. You can't do that. Oh, I should have cooked some rad scorpion. I didn't even think about that for the resistance. What do we got? Can I take anything here? Oh, I guess that probably would have helped, huh? A little bit of sneak. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, we can take a little bit more energy resistance, actually. Okay. That's not going to help us with Kellogg in the slightest, but... Did I already take a quantum? No, I don't think I've taken anything yet. Quantum. Snuka cherry. Iguana soup. If he heals for 94, we'll do that.
Directive Sigma Omicron. Protect Kellogg. The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Okay. Well, okay.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
For whatever reason, also, this is a little side note. I can't add a vignette to my webcam and have one on the game capture. As weird as that is. It's one or the other.
I have detected.
Otherwise, it treats it like a green screen.
Did you? I am damaged. Kellogg failure.
It removes that part of the webcam for whatever reason, and I'm not sure why. Why has 45 rounds? Oh shit! Okay. Was our health? Actually still doing okay. Yeah, we're healing pretty quick because of the quantum still. So this turret is kind of the thing I'm afraid of here. How's our shotgun ammo looking? 19 shells. Not particularly great. Alright. I don't think there's another one in here. I think we're okay. Oh. Oh.
Asset Kellogg. Defending.
No shotgun ammo, huh? Unfortunate. Alright. Is that a second turret? That looks like a second turret. No. Okay, we're good. Okay. All good. Nothing to be afraid of.
Your termination.
Okay.
Going up. Where did you go?
Pull back up my preview. Alright, we're good. I keep seeing something move, and it's because we put some paper towels over there, and they're blowing. I have the fan on in here. They're blowing in the fan. It's tricking me into thinking my boy is walking in here. Because I keep seeing movement. Okay. 10 mil rounds. It's gonna give me everything except shotgun rounds. Movement detected, huh?
Please reveal yourself.
The deal is I don't get the hidden thing to know when it gives up. Like, I have the turret here for an audio sound, but like...
Someone present. There you are.
Oh, shit. Alright. How's our shotgun looking? 10 shells left. We're definitely not gonna make it to Kellogg with 10 shells. Unless we get really lucky here. Guess there's... Oh, I bet I have to unlock this. Okay. That's the thing. I don't have a visual indicator for that either. I was pressing R trying to figure out why I couldn't access it.
Sweet.
I had just accepted that I couldn't access this. We need to go out and save anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll try to progress down to kill the Synth Strider, I think. And maybe we'll find some shotgun ammo by, I don't think we'll make it to the armory, though. I'm not positive we'll make it past the Strider, so... Alright, we're good. Had to sneeze, clearly. Alright, man. Yeah, see you, Coda. Have a good night, man. I wish I would have started a bit earlier. Like I said, that's all my fault. I passed out early today. Like, and when I say early, I mean I fell asleep at like 8. So... Not great. But yeah, see you, man. Have a good night. If anyone's here, you should wave Coda goodbye, since I have the emote to wave. I'ma do one. No, I'm not, because my preview won't load. There we go.
Did I jump scare you?
I was looking over, so I saw it. I saw Charles pop up before he screamed. Have a good night. I was reading the did I jump scare you, and I read the question mark, so I also included a question mark. I guess that wasn't intentional. Have a questionable night, Coda. I guess I have to unlock this too. Yep. Okay. Sometimes I gotta make sure I'm even pressing the right key since I get no indicator. That's funny. We got 4 shotgun shells. Oh yeah, we'll definitely make it to him now. Damn. Yeah, have a great night, man. Hopefully, oh wait, Coda, are you still here? If you haven't left yet, are you still here? I was wondering if you heard anything about your, on your job search. Meant to ask that today. I've been so distracted by my filter. I've just been too in my own head about this shit. I bet he's already gone. That's fine. I'll catch him tomorrow. Be playing some indie games tomorrow. I guess I should probably pick up like a military grade circuit board, huh? What that was? Oh, we already have one. Alright. Can drop one then. I should have picked up a, if I find a biometric scanner, I need to pick it up though. And then that would only leave... What?
Figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like...
I don't remember. Alright. How's my health? That's decent. I mean, mostly radiation. The reason why we're not healing all the way now. Okay, so that's probably the one with the automatic is probably the Strider. They're set up like right around this, huh? Damn, it's pretty quick. Okay, the Strider is gonna be a real problem. The Strider is gonna be a real pain in the ass. Oh, that's gonna be an issue. Okay. Kaiser, I just realized something if you're still here. That I actually can't believe I haven't done. Can I click here? Hello? Hello, hello? What is it doing here? Sorry, I apologize. I am attempting to fix something. I've got some stuff that's not wanting to work for some reason. Hello? Okay, well, never mind, I guess my shit's just fucked up. Alright. That's cool. Alright, we'll do this the long way. I had a button, so whenever y'all had been here for a little bit, I could just add you to a, I could add a VIP, but I guess, Alright, Kaiser is 7. I'm out now at 7 of 10 with VIPs. So, Kaiser is officially a VIP now. It's a very, very exclusive club. Unfortunately, once you become a mod, it will take away the VIP status if I make any of you mod in the future. Just a forewarning. Odd. That was a bit choppy. I don't know if y'all saw that. I guess I probably should have saved after clearing out this section, huh? Whatever, hindsight's 50-50. Let's go. Oh, I did. What do you know? Look at that.
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peak.
Crazy how that works. Oh, wait, since this is locked, is it gonna make... Is it gonna be different every time I open it? No, okay. That's how it is with a few chests in New Vegas. Held E slightly too long. Okay. I am not confident we're gonna be able to take this. Oh shit. Okay. I'm not confident we're gonna be able to take this Synth Strider.
Your house has been a wreck for 200 years.
I don't know if we're able to do it in any way. I don't know if we're gonna be able to take the Synth Strider in any way, shape, or form, but we're certainly gonna try. Okay. It is the Strider that's gonna be messing us up here. Okay.
Figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
could attempt to heal through it. We eat some food now, maybe. We'll go ahead and do that. Maybe a cherry and a quantum.
You cannot remain.
I don't know which one's the Strider is the problem.
I knew you would reveal yourself.
Ooh, that stun came in clutch, actually. Oh, and he had shotgun shells? That's awesome. Okay, so this was the Strider. The one with the actual full carapace was the...
Look, you're pissed off.
Strider.
I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
Can't sleep. Yeah. I would like to get a save point before we try to progress much further. And I will not accept no as an answer. Okay. Nope, thought that was shotgun ammo. I was gonna get excited for a second. Instead, here we are, a little upset. But we do have some footlockers. Maybe we'll get missiles. I find missiles. There's not gonna be any shotgun ammo in here, I know it. After giving me missiles, there's no way. Yep. We have a save point though. That's pretty fucking I didn't even think about that. Oh man, sorry. Gotta get into it for a second. That was crazy. Look at that. Alright, sorry. Military grade duct tape's never bad. Mostly after the ammo there, but I know there's a synth over here.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
What did you detect?
It would appear your attempt at
Okay.
stealth has failed. Secure facility infiltrated. Termination required.
Is there not one here? I thought one spawned over here. Maybe I'm thinking about the other place. Maybe I'm thinking of the switchboard. I didn't think that I was, but I mean that's kind of the best option here.
Now I understand.
Oh shit! How did that one not see me? What? How did it not see me the first time I came through? It scared the shit out of me. 96. See if it draws Sim's attention. Nope. Okay. We have 11 rounds. We're pinned down. I've got to be able to get close, is the deal. So, like, this is radiation now. I don't think we're healing past this. We're still at 96. If I take a second and we look again, yeah, we're still at 96. So the only way we get rid of radiation with food is with mutant mutt hound, or mutant mutt chops, which we do not have. Okay. Damn it. Oh my god! Yep, okay. Jesus Christ. Or maybe the food did just wear off. I think the food just wore off, actually. I didn't think that it would wear off that fast, but maybe it did. Oh, I ate the preserved Salisbury steak. Damn it. Are we healing? Yeah, 27. Okay.
Initiate. It would appear my target has disappeared.
We're really trying to conserve ammo here. We've still got 10 shells.
Hello. Goodbye.
God, where are they're just waiting on me. That's gonna be the hardest part, is that they're just waiting on me. And so, like, I could sprint by, maybe, once our health gets up decent. 102, okay.
Intruder in Fort Hagen. Eliminating hostile.
102 is it, okay. We're gonna try to sprint for it. We have a save, like, right there. And all we've done is take out this turret, so... I just need to get into a room so I can fight these guys on my terms. Because I can fight the synths.
Kellogg has ordered.
Okay. As long as I can take fights on my terms, I feel like we're gonna do okay here. Okay. God, please give me some shotgun ammo. That's gonna be a no. There's no way we get shotgun ammo here. Damn it. Hello?
That's it.
Okay. Still at 102. Go for it. How's our shotgun ammo? Probably not looking great. 4 rounds. We got 1 or 2 more synths at best. Yeah, okay. Usually 1 in there. He's in the back, usually. Oh, or not? Alright. Shotgun ammo. That's all we need, shotgun ammo.
Nice.
God, okay. Oh, hello there.
Bingo.
Energy weapons. Not that I can use it, but, you know, cool to have. There he is. There is a second one. Okay. If he will... He'll come in here. Here we go. He's lost me, so he's on his way.
Fascinating.
Okay. So we can take out Striders in 2 shots if they run up on me. The problem is, there is a patroller down beneath us, and that I don't see us killing, like, easily. Alright, so we are officially out of shotgun ammo. We're down to the combat knife again. Not great. Not in a great position, if we're being honest. If we can make it past the patroller, there is the armory. We do have a stealth boy to get up close. I just don't see a way that we actually kill him. Right, we are officially out of ammo. Yeah.
You got guts and determination.
It's
Okay.
admirable.
I think we're gonna go back and save, actually.
In ways you can't possibly comprehend.
We're gonna try to save real quick. E. Three, two, one. All good? Actually? Yep, okay. Let's see if we can do this. I don't see this working out. I don't see any way in hell this works out for us. How many? We picked up a quantum, right? Let's just try to overheal and hope we can take it. That's claw meat, sure. Oh, endurance. Wait, that gives... Okay, so alcohol gives us endurance. Okay. We don't want to eat too much food because we got to have stuff to heal for Kellogg fight. Well, that's what we're saving the Yao Guai ribs for. I don't know which one the patroller is. Motherfucker. It's got to be the one with the attachments on the gun, right? That one walking back.
Hello? There you are.
We're already critical. Yeah, no way. No way. Damn it. Alright, we gotta go get shotgun ammo. Then we can return. We made it a lot further than I thought, though. All that lies between us is those two synths. I mean, a couple of sentry bots. And, or sentry guns. Those two bots. And, or those two synths. And we'll be at the, we'll be at the place. We'll be where we need to be. Let's see. We're gonna loot this floor before I go outside. Because if we go outside, I don't know where the nearest merchant is to try to get shotgun ammo. We could probably run to Eleanor, but I don't see that working out for us. Alright, I see it taking way too much time. So, we're gonna go back up here. Here we go. You'll hear them above me. So apparently some of these dudes do have different ammo on their body. I think I checked all these ones. Yeah, I did. But there is a duffel bag somewhere in here I don't think I checked. Right? Right there. I did check. Damn it. Okay. If I can just get a few shotgun shells. And by a few, I mean 4. I picked up something there. Probably wasn't shotgun shells, if I had to guess.
No way I'm...
Damn. Well. Oh, looks like we're going outside. Because I couldn't hack that anyway. I was hoping maybe I could hack that. Damn. Rough section. Truly a tragedy. Alright. So, I don't think we have too many options here, if I'm being entirely honest. There may be a merchant nearby, but there's no guarantee that they sell shotgun ammo. And even if they did, not positive it's going to be enough to get us through. We need, at minimum, probably 30 rounds. I'm not even sure we have the money for 30 rounds. So things are about to get desperate. Because now, leaving without ammo now means I don't even have a real way to defend myself if something attacks me. Things can go horribly wrong at this point forward. From this point forward. Okay. I will say, I feel like when I don't need shotgun ammo, there's shotgun ammo everywhere. Right? I feel like everybody has shotgun ammo. Of course, we do a challenge that revolves around it. Turns out that shit is way more rare than this game would ever imply. Alright. Over here, we have the blood bugs. Then behind it, we have the red rocket. No, the, not red rocket. That's the place where the power armor spawns. We can't get the power armor, but I'm hoping there could be something in there. What is it? Oh, he just had a 30-minute call? Damn, Kaiser. Hopefully not anything bad. I am officially out of ammo. And we did not make it to Kellogg yet. Well, that's not a great thing to hear. Oh, it's a legendary. Oh, okay. Assassin's tire iron. Well, if only we could use it. Did he really break something? He broke an arm or a leg or something. Not a leg, he broke an arm. Yep. Me swaying like that means I have a broken bone. That's kind of crazy. Fucking Radroach broke my arm. Oh. Well, I don't really know. Because it's not even your story, so I don't know if I don't know if that's something that like to even like share. I don't know if like you feel at liberty to even. That's one of those I would ask if you wanted to talk about whatever it was, but it's not even your story, so I don't know. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, definitely not. Definitely probably not the ideal way to start your morning. Let's see. Nope. Hello? Hello? No. Alright, we'll check this building. This is tragic. Alright, well, we gotta find, we have to find a merchant now. Because we have no ammo, and apparently there's none around that I could get somewhat easily. So I guess we're heading this way and hoping something works out for us. I think there's a merchant somewhere over here. She's not there. Maybe she's further over? I don't know, because that's the thing. I don't have my map to have my bearings. Hey, what's up there? Over on YouTube. What's going on? Let's see. Is that it? That might be her. That might be her down here. Alright, I got you. That's probably a decent way to handle it. Just, yeah. Just be vague. That'll work. Actually, we want to probably keep... No, you don't need dirty water. I thought you needed dirty water for the Dirty Wastelander. I guess not. It gives us some energy resistance. That'll help us fight down bottom too. Okay. Soup. No, we're good on soup. Utility. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. That was decent. That was somewhat worth it to come over here no matter what, whether she has shotgun ammo or not. Okay.
I buy and sell.
Oh, it's not the... Okay, so it's a random trader.
Let's take a look.
No shotgun ammo either. Damn it. Okay. Because the last time we were here, it was a female. Interesting. Okay. So we still desperately need shotgun ammo, though. And that did not help in the slightest. So, Diamond City shouldn't be horribly far. I think it's over across the river and everything, but, you know. I don't think we have much of an option at this point. I will say, this is the one thing with any kind of weapon restriction. Okay, here we go. Then, citizen who called is a cross-border worker who lives in country A, works in country B. They got seriously ill and started receiving treatments in country B, where they work and receive health insurance from. After 2 years of treatments, the insurer's organization in country B decided to cancel the insurance because the citizen had been receiving disability benefits since the late 90s from country A. They claimed it goes against EU rule against double insurance. How does that work? Every day we move closer to our judgment, we must to walk in the footsteps of the Lord and teach others how to do the same. Joshua Graham. He's made his way all the way out here to Boston. He's what's it called? Evangelizing all the way out here in Boston. Joshua Graham is by far one of my favorite characters from Fallout New Vegas. I'll say that. That is like pretty shitty though, Kaiser. That is beyond like, I mean, like we have this in his contact a number of people, including one of those officially listed in country A as an official contact point for cross-border healthcare, and they did not receive proper help from anyone. Yeah. I mean, that sounds, that tracks for like US healthcare. Yeah, that's pretty, I mean, that's really shitty. That tracks for like US healthcare. You get that runaround no matter what. Insurance companies in general feel like they would rather you die than pay out anything to kind of help you. But that's kind of how that's the US view on it. But that is incredibly shitty of them to do that. But yeah, so in the last week, we've had both Preston Garvey come into chat and Joshua Graham over on YouTube now. Joshua, I would love to use your pistol whip in 45s, though. If you happen to be in Boston, just drop them off in a mailbox. Tell me where you dropped them off. I'll be over there. Promise. Huh. I mean, yeah. I mean, That's especially shitty if they're paying for the insurance in that country. Yeah, that's even more shitty than just like, oh, there's a loophole so we don't have to pay. That makes it a bit worse, because not just a bit, that makes it quite a bit worse, because that is like knowingly he's paying his insurance, he's paying his copay, he's doing, I assume, like his monthly deductible and all that stuff. Not deductible. I mean, it comes out of his paycheck. You know what I mean? He's paying his premium, and they fucking do that stuff anyway. Insurance companies, man, yeah. Insurance companies are just shitty people to deal with. They will look for any loophole to avoid taking responsibility for their actual people. It's pretty crazy. Learning its use as a new canine rite of passage. I understand. But I would love to have specifically the melee. You don't even have to give me any ammo for it. Everything here just takes 10 mil. Joshua's pistol whipping 45 is one of my favorite, like, not really, Jesus, there's no shotgun ammo anywhere. But it's one of my favorite, like, kind of hidden melee weapons that you never get to use. I've had it all. When I played New Vegas, I had it all at one point. I collected every unique weapon. The Dead Horse's unique war club, I forget the name of it, and the Yao Guai gauntlet from the fiery Yao Guai. The most surreal experience. Sorry, this is a bit of Kaiser, you might want to... No, it's not really a spoiler. I was gonna say you might want to turn your ears off, but no, it's not really a spoiler. So, the craziest experience, there's a part where you take drugs to go fight that Yao Guai as part of a side mission. The Ghost of Shi, I think it's called. And so I'm like, it as you're walking, it'll hit your character randomly. It starts doing like this effect where it's like, woo, 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 like that bullshit or that stuff. I'm walking and it starts doing it, and it starts doing the, like, I'm all hazy and everything. And then it snaps my camera around, and Joshua Graham was there and just starts speaking scripture to me. And I'm like, what is happening? I legitimately had to, like, take a minute to figure out if that was really Joshua Graham or just a hallucination along with the drugs. And that was one of the most surreal experiences I had in Fallout New Vegas, and I will never forget it. Why are caps used as currency?
Better buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, well, it's because they're... So, since all of the bottling plants have been taken out, so there's not a way... They're a limited resource at this point as well. So, a capitalist country. I get you. It was a joke. I thought you were getting a real... That's a good one. I neither me nor Kaiser saw that one coming. Somehow didn't see it come. I've streamed Fallout for a good little bit. I can say I haven't heard that one. That was solid. Alien disrespect, and we get first thing he does, disrespect us with that joke. Crazy. Crazy. Oh man, I had to explain what I'm doing, since I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere, or not really middle of nowhere. I'm outside Diamond City, but I had to go. I ran out of ammo trying to get to Kellogg, so we had to take an entire like an entire journey over here to buy ammo and now head back. So if you want a rundown of the challenge, which I think at some point I'll maybe put some text somewhere on the screen, or maybe have a command where you can pop it up. I don't know. But the challenge that we're doing right now, Trench Sweeper, basically we can only use military fatigues and like the old army helmet. Oh yeah, I've got a crippled arm. I forgot about that. Probably should have healed while I was at Diamond City. Let's return to Zion, back south. God be with you, Joshua Graham. God be with you. Take care of the dead horses and the sorrows. Alright. Sorry, Joshua, I have a viewer on YouTube that is named Joshua Graham, and he is speaking in Joshua Graham quotes. And I'm all for it. I love it. We had Preston Garvey here on, well, you can see it, my most recent follower, Preston Garvey here on YouTube, or on Twitch. Just yesterday, and he got in, asking me to go protect a settlement. I think he's leaving. I think he's leaving stream for now. He said he had to return south to Zion. He might be here to answer that, I don't know. We'll see. But, shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so, we've got, basically only military fatigues, and we've got a shotgun. Unfortunately, there is not a pump shotgun in here. There's the double barrel, but, you know, if there was a pump shotgun, we'd be using it for our, trench sweeper run here, but this is gonna be our best shot, and honestly, with outside of finding an explosive sawed-off, or double barrel, there was no way we were gonna do this with a double barrel. So, though we are basically a World War I soldier, the World War I trench sweeper, the shotgun is not World War I. I apologize. Also, though, special stats wise, I think this was a cool idea. We actually pulled the infantryman from Operation Anchorage. I pulled up his stuff on the wiki, and we copied his special stats. So the infantry in Operation Anchorage DLC from Fallout 3 have 35 special stats actually, though. So you start with 28 here on Fallout 4. So we just decreased all of them by 1, and as we find the bobbleheads, we'll consider, like, we're gonna say that Nate lost some stuff from being in cryo for so long, basically. Because, officially, Nate was in Operation Anchorage. Granted, he wore power armor, or he was trained for power armor. So he's a little more trained than your average infantryman, but this is pretty canonical. Nate special stats, I would say. We pulled the standard infantryman and knocked all of his stats down. So as like I said, we're saying it's cryo sickness, and then as we find the bobbleheads, we'll say that we get that stat back. So that's when Nate finally recovers. So I think it's a cool idea. I think it's a fun way to do the run. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're good. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, okay. Thought I got stuck for a second. I feel like our frame rate is really struggling when I'm just running through the building like that. We're doing a... Who the hell was that? You shouldn't be up here. Excuse me? Who the hell was that? I'm not crazy, right? Y'all saw that dude? He walked back down the hallway as soon as I walked in. Oh. Oh, he says. Dude, I have my moments where I think I see stuff, but that shit was real. I'm pretty sure you're just trying to gaslight me, but that shit was real.
Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option.
Alright. All I needed was to get past those two.
Not a lot of people can
Oh,
say
Jesus
that.
Christ. I'd cleared out this floor, and then we just tracked behind him, and he's just not there. I wasn't just gonna go running up on him because we hadn't slept yet, but... there was a fucking man there. So I cleared that initial area. And when I walked up, the dude is just like walking down the hallway. He's standing out in the middle and then turns and walks back down. No way. I don't know where he came. I mean, it had to have been one of those two synths because there's no more. But I try to remove as many duds as possible now. No, sadly, and fines. What do I do with that? Ends with S? Doesn't end with S. Okay. Doesn't start with T. Doesn't end with E. Doesn't start with C. Doesn't end with S. Doesn't start with C. Doesn't end with E. We've got a few rules to go by here. Plant. Nope. Okay. Dud removal. So basically any of these where if there's brackets that go together, like this one here. So like these brackets, if there is a start and a close, it's the same thing with arrows. If there's basically any of these, right? So like if you have like these ones, the little like curly brackets, if there's another curly bracket that closes, like this one here, that's a dud. If you find like these two together, the two like parentheses together, that works. If you find the two arrows together, that works. And so when it removes a dud, it removes one of the incorrect words. Doesn't end with S. Fines. It could be the I there. Sight. Nailed it. Okay. And now we can deactivate all of them. Yeah. It's handy if you know how to do it and you're looking for it. It is definitely worth doing. So when you get down to one guess, yeah. When you get down to one guess, you can start clicking duds. That's what I do. I guess 3 and then I click duds because a lot of times one of them will refresh your tries. They'll reset your tries back to where you have 4 tries again, so you can guess 3 more words. And so I usually click randomly for the first 3 and then start taking it seriously after I'm running out of guesses, pretty much.
That's it.
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My sins are standing down.
Okay.
Let's talk.
This is one part that I am actually worried about. So, like, I'm absolutely just gonna blast Kellogg here. I'm not gonna go through this dialogue at all. Actually, now that we skipped this a little bit, we're gonna sleep again. How's my food and drink? Thirsty. We're thirsty. We've got insomnia. We're tired. That's okay. Go ahead and drink some water. Water. We'll do some ram. Okay, so here we're gonna do Yaoguai ribs and the rad scorpion steak. That gives us 25 energy resistance and 15 damage resistance. Yeah, damage resistance, energy resistance. Alright.
And there he is.
The synth there. Wow! That went incredibly well. What's my health at? We're still above half. Dude. That's kind of crazy. We know we can drop the synths in like 2 shots. That went incredibly well. I was worried about that for no reason. And then he gets me with an automatic pistol. Wow. Okay, so Kellogg is not the concern. It is literally just that dude. But I still have to kill Kellogg first. I just need to then target that synth. Got it. Alright. I was worried about that for no reason whatsoever. That's kind of crazy. Oh, we can take a bourbon too to increase our... Oh, we're addicted to alcohol. Rad scorpion steak. We'll do that. Let's go ahead and take a Deathclaw steak too to increase our agility. Why not? Right. We'll eat these crams again. Why not? Some crispy squirrel bits. Alright.
And there he is. Most resilient man.
What? He had to hit a crit. Ooh. He had to have hit a crit that time. How did I kill him so easily? What the fuck? Well, I'm confused. Surely the water wasn't that important. Jesus Christ. At 93. That was pretty wild that time. Okay.
And there he is. Most resilient man in the Commonwealth.
God, okay. So if it doesn't stun him fast enough, we do have a problem. So yeah, if it has to... Okay. Okay, it's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna be a little rough. That first time went so smooth. If I hadn't stepped out with a little bit too much confidence, we actually would have gotten through it the first try. Okay. So, I don't think he'll aggro right away, so maybe we go around this way.
Funny. I thought I had that honor.
Okay. Hello? 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 I can't get far enough away, and Hello? I've never had this happen.
Blah, 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 blah.
What is happening? I can't exit this either. What is this?
Sing it, brother.
You murdering, kidnapping psychopath. Give me my son. Give me Sean! Now!
So, here we are. Funny, huh?
Okay. If I get in his general direction, it's gonna make it hard. So we gotta like pop over and shoot. We've gotta aim like here, and then I gotta like snap and try to shoot him. Oh, it still didn't let me. God damn it. I'm gonna have like a split second, I guess. Yeah. Even back here? Even back here. That's kind of crazy. Okay. So maybe we shoot the synth and then try to get him? Dude, okay. That's... How is he shooting me so fast? God damn, he had a fucking stealth boy in it. I think what's happening... I think what happened maybe that time is he had the stealth boy in hand, but because I have the thing I have the one that stuns him or staggers him, it cancels the animation, maybe. God, okay. Quantum could help. We have 4 quantums. Sure, why not? I didn't realize we had 4 of them. Rad Scorpion, ribeye, Yagwai ribs. Drink our water. Man, this is gonna be rough. Okay. Do some mutt chops. We've got a lot of healing active now. He does so much damage so quickly. Dude, it's all of them. It's a combination though. Like, so I can't usually run, or so I'm not probably gonna be able to run for cover. He alone does so much damage. Like, I could take out the synths, maybe. Maybe that's what we try. Maybe this time we try taking out the synths first. Because I should, in a one-on-one, I should be able to stun him, right? As long as I can see him is gonna be the problem. I know that's going to be the problem, is being able to see him. Okay. Let's take out this one to the right.
There he is.
That's that one down. He's already invisible. Maybe he'll go visible here in a second, though. So he's right there. Okay. So where is Kellogg? Right there. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I heard that grenade.
Feel sorry for you. Came all this way.
Damn it! Had he see? Oh my god, he has to be hitting a crit. Fuck. That or shoot me in the head. God. That's so rough. Okay. Bourbon. Deathclaw steak. Drink some water. Take a quantum. Rad Scorpion steak. Yagwai ribs. Go ahead and do the ribeye steak again. I don't think it's really making that big of a difference, if we're being honest, but...
How interesting.
There was... Uh-oh! Oh! 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 Thank you for the raid! Oh my god. Maru, me... Ah! Dude, Kellogg is messing me up right now. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. This is what I mean when I say I need to make some raid emotes. This is what I mean. That's so... Thank y'all. That's so cool. I love your emotes. So, to explain the struggle... to explain the struggle really quickly, I just took 2 Deathclaw steaks because I'm flustered. I have... The challenge we're doing, basically, is a World War I trench sweeper. So we're committing war crimes. We have the shotgun that staggers people called the Justice. And Kellogg is messing me up. to say it in the slide, or in the briefest way possible. So I don't know what you were playing on. We're on survival. Survival is definitely pretty rough. I will tell you that. This is not what I want to do. Please don't do that. There we go. Okay. Survival can be pretty rough. I do all of my challenge runs on survival. But, oh my god, he's right there. Oh, he just does so much damage. He does so much damage. He kills me in like 1 shot, if you can't tell. Yeah, so I play on vanilla. I do all my character runs on vanilla. And boy, oh boy. So like this was a follower challenge from my follower. His name's King Coda 1996. Coda, he has apparently tried to do this challenge several times himself, and he threw it to me to try. And I was like, yeah, it's probably doable. I can probably manage. This is the first boss I can say that I don't know if we can do this. I don't know if we can get through this. Because I can kill these guys. Ooh. Yeah, Arc Jet is incredibly rough if you're... God, he just kills me in 1 shot. Like that. I had half health and he just deleted me. It's so rough. Yeah, Arc Jet is really rough. If you hang back, Dance can usually clear it. Which is I'm gonna be siding with Brotherhood this time in this run. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to let Dance pretty much clear that for me. Okay. I have to buy enough time. Quantums are your best friend in survival. 400 health is massive. Especially like in this run where I can't use stim packs or anything. That's part of the challenge. Is it's shotguns only for the most part. You can use a combat knife outside of that, but it's shotguns only, and he just grabbed something. Ooh. What's my health? 96. Not particularly great. We have, like, this is what's crazy, is we have 100 damage resistance, right? And he is still one-shotting me like it's nothing. Thank you so much for the follow. Sorry. A little panic. It means a lot. I talk about it every time. You'll get my little spiel here in just a second. I have started up streaming again about 5 months ago. Where's he at? This is actually... Okay, so he's way down there. I started up streaming again about 5 months ago. And so far we have... Dude, it's so instant. It's so instant. If I don't stun him, it's just we get deleted. Okay. Sorry, started up streaming about 5 months ago. In the 5 months, I always set my follower goal out 15, and we typically do not hit that. We typically do not hit that. We hit it for the first time last month, which was pretty major for us. We'll take some Rad Stag too this time, maybe. So that was pretty major for us. This month we reached it, but this month we reached it because I had a big opportunity recently. And that was last Tuesday, I was on GDQ Hotfix show called Express Lane, speedrunning Fallout 3 glitchless category. Dude, How did I kill him the first time? How did I kill him the first time? So y'all raided after this happened, but I was able to kill him the first time I walked up. I did the same stuff. There you go. Yeah, so yeah, about the same time. I started at the end of December. So I started at the very end of December. So yeah, we started around the same time actually. I hope you've had a lot of luck with your growth. It is incredibly rough starting out, but the Fallout community is very welcoming. Every stint that I've had of streaming, I've typically played Fallout. I've always done challenge runs, but typically Fallout or Borderlands 2 has usually been my go-to games. Okay, we got him. Okay, we just need to take it slow and take care of the synths. How's my health? That's all we needed. We needed that stun. We needed that stun off the beginning, and we're good. Where's he at? Okay, I can still get killed very easily here. We discovered that. Everything kills me so fast! Fuck! That was 2 bullets. I gotcha. Yeah, it is kind of hard if you don't have a they are. I understand that. I've always, so starting back, I shouldn't say always. So when I first started streaming, it was my first year of college, so about like 7 years ago. I didn't have a webcam at first. It was just gameplay, and I just went ahead and did the, and of course, like VTubers or like PNG tubers, stuff like that wasn't really a thing at that point, and so like I had never done it. And then I took a 2-year break and picked back up, and at that point I had a webcam. And so this time I took another 2-year break because I have 2 boys. I have a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I've got a steady schedule as of the time being. And so, okay, so we've got to take care of that other synth, sorry. But I've got a pretty steady schedule going now. I don't know where he gets that. It's that. There's another one? What? I guess I stunned him? That's crazy. Yeah. So, like, when I started, first year of college would have been 2018, thereabout. And then 2019. Oh, are you kidding me? Muzzled, hardened, piercing 10mm auto pistol. That's what's killing me. That's what melted me. But yeah, so around that time I started with my webcam though, and so since then I've, start back up again. Might as well keep doing the webcam stuff. I was already doing it before. And so that was kind of the thought process with it. That being said, had to solve some stuff. I play in a kitchen, so like there's an air fryer right here. There is a quesadilla maker right here on top of our toaster. There's a couple pitchers over here. So I had to figure all that out. That was the first major hurdle of starting this time, was figuring out how to actually get a green screen. And so like I use a virtual green screen through NVIDIA Broadcast, and I've recommended it to literally everybody. It works amazingly well. And then I recently started doing custom backgrounds for all the games that I'm playing. So, like, we have quite a few. We had our first community day. Yeah, you're good. We had our first community day on Wednesday, so, like, I have a bunch of different stuff set up here. We have Grounded, Helldivers, Half Sword. I'm trying to remember everything. Enter the Gungeon. We had, what was, I forget the name of it. It's like Bang Bang Redneck, whatever, something like that. Redneck Simulator. Dinner in Australia. It's pretty late for you. Wow. Okay. So you're an Australian streamer. There's Deep Rock, Subnautica, and then back to Fallout. And so that we'll leave it there for now. But yeah, so I went through and I've had a bunch of these like custom made for stuff. Looks like Subnautica has the priority over Fallout. There we go. Let's undo a bunch of those. Yeah. You're good. All good. All good. I understand. Yeah, I'm in the U.S. It is almost 4 in the morning for me, so I'm only gonna be going about another 30 minutes. So those of you who raid and lurk, if that's more your style, I'll raid out at the end of my stream as well, and we'll get y'all to somebody else to kind of chill with for a little bit after I'm done. Yeah, no, all good. Have a good night, or I guess yeah, dinner for you. Have a good night. We're about to see my favorite scene in the bye. So throw an emote. There we go. Bye. Get to see my favorite scene in the game here in a second, and that is when the Prydwen shows up. I love this scene. We're gonna first off deactivate all these so we don't die as soon as we get out here. Open door. Alright. There it is. Oh, and it looks so good. I love it.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
I need to have a controller plugged in just for like the cinematic, like where I can pan easier, because doing it with my mouse, my hand is not steady enough. It's gonna look choppy no matter what. I love it, dude. I love it. That's my favorite scene in the game by far. Also, looks beautiful. Sky looks, oh, that's so cool. That was a cool shot. Sky looks beautiful. Love it. Kaiser, you still here? Look at that. It looks so good. I love it, dude. I love it. So, to explain what I'm talking about, for those of you who just raided in, I have changed the way my stream looks for the first time in a while. Yes, I remember you told me about it. Yes. I changed the way, like, I mean, not in a while. I've never done anything. Never seen that before. They do operate in the U.S. I will, you need to get with me about that. I need to look into that. That's pretty cool. But I was talking to a buddy today about, like, how to make my stream pop a bit more. So, if Jesus Christ, Maru ever comes in here again, I will ask. I should have asked when she was here, when they were here. Sorry, don't know. I should have asked when they were here what made them click into the stream, because this is the first time I've changed. The variety is pretty low. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, variety is always low in Arkansas. But as you can see, I have a vignette on it, so it makes everything look a little bit more cinematic. This is something I've added in OBS. And then we've added an actual filter to change the way things look. So this is the way the game looks normally. I do wildlife photography on the side, talking to a buddy and trying to figure out how to make it look, or I was trying to figure out how to make my stream stand out. He was like, well, why don't you do some of your wildlife photography stuff? And I was like, honestly, not a horrible idea. And so we've messed with some saturation and stuff like that, and then added my vignette like normal. And yeah, I really like how it came out. So like anytime major scenes happen, you'll see me look to the right because I'm trying to see what it looks like on the on OBS. 'Cause that's the only place I can see the filter. My game looks exactly the same. Looks beautiful. I love it. But if y'all see anything that stands out like particularly bad, let me know. I just added this stuff today, and so it's gonna take some tweaking to get everything right. Just how it is. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There's not a lot of Circle K's in Arkansas. At least not around where I am. So we'll see about that. There are some, just not a whole lot. We have a lot of the like smaller chains, I would say, for gas stations up around here. Oh, he's gonna go. They're gonna go fight the super mutants. It's happening. We see it happen every time, but it's happening. Oh, they already got dropped off. They're already there. Look at that. That's kind of wild. Oh. Okay, no, never mind. I was about to say it already went down. No, it didn't. Crazily enough, no, it did not. Alright, we're gonna call that good. I'm not gonna sit here and watch this whole fight go down. Oh yeah, we didn't level up from that. That's weird. So, Idiot Savant was enough to level us up in combat, but the actual XP just from killing them wasn't. And I somewhat get it. We have Idiot Savant that gives us 5 times XP now. So, I guess killing Kellogg does not equate to getting 5 times the XP for killing a synth. Granted, I didn't check and see if it was like a synth patroller, synth, what's it called? Strider, a synth strider, a synth, whatever. You get it, you get it. That's crazy that we are now 3 followers away from 230. Look, sorry, Yogi. Look, we are just slightly away. He didn't go down nearly like I thought he was going to. Okay, I was about to say. Sorry, Yogi. We need those Yaguai ribs. That damage resistance is just too clutch. I've left you alone several times I've walked through, but I've got to have it. Alright. Had to happen. I apologize to anyone who is upset by me killing Yogi. I need some raid sound effects. That's what I've decided tonight. With the amount of raids we've gotten here recently, I think in the last 2 weeks we've probably gotten 5 or 6 raids. I need to do something special for raids. I feel like something's missing. Though I get flustered, I feel like the stream needs to reflect that. I will find some effects. I will do something tomorrow. Oh my god, it's happening from the office. Yeah. That wouldn't be a bad one. I don't know if I should do that. Yeah, I should probably do that. I should probably do something more like that. Or since I do mostly Fallout, I was going to suggest having the Fallout siren go off and then have some voice effects with that. Yeah. I should probably do that. I do have the side cam. So I could flip between cams where I'm like trying to look back and forth too if I can get the timing right on it. I've got some effects I could do. I've got things. We'll brainstorm, we'll find something. That has definitely pointed out a weakness in my stream. I like our little music we have going on, but I probably need to have some more stuff going than just that. Like when it goes off, it plays that little bit of song for just a second, but we need more than that. Gotta make a show out of it. After all, we've been chosen. Diamond City looks so good, dude. The greens do look a bit off.
Big blimp?
But like this here, I think it has to do with the lighting. No, that green is definitely different than that green. Yeah, maybe I'll try to adjust it to get it similar. It definitely has to do with lighting, because these two are the same green, and you can tell with the light on it looks almost like fluorescent.
Is that a Pip Boy? My left arm for one of those.
I love it, dude.
Shop in safety. No synths allowed at the store.
Oh no! I didn't realize that. That's kind of crazy. How big that meme was.
Nikki, I'm just asking for your opinion.
How big that meme was.
He's my client, Piper.
God, 2016.
On a man's private affairs.
Well, well.
That's pretty wild.
Devil.
You're back, and not with your son. What happened?
Look, I'm gonna go heal my arm, Nick. Give me a second. What happened? My arm is broken, Kellogg's dead, and I'm limping my way in.
God, even the sky ain't safe. Did you see that blimp thing?
Hey, Doc.
Let's get you examined right away.
Harambe became a core memory for you. I mean, yeah, it was a pretty big thing, actually. It was pretty big, just across. I didn't know that it was gonna be such a big thing, like across the ocean. I know in the U.S. it was a big thing. You remember more things post Harambe than pre Harambe?
Hurting all over.
I've seen worse. Better stitch you up before infection sets in, though.
Kaiser has, instead of BC, it was BH. And then AD can say the same, after death. We can use after death.
That was it.
Off you go, then.
Doc.
We offer a wide variety of medical...
Actually, I need some...
Oh, man. I can't believe we did it. We need to sell our drugs since I can't use them. That'll do. Oh. Alright, and now we need to name, since we just got Kellogg's weapon and we got raided, I think it has to be Kellogg's pistol that we name after Maru, right? I'm pretty sure Kaiser got Kellogg's pistol last time. Oh, okay.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality.
I think I did all the others in all caps, didn't I?
Win the game. Buy a swatter.
Maybe I do this. Probably in class. I don't remember. ETV. And that was number 227. And raid. I would have been 16 for most of the year. Born in 99, but at the end of the year in November. So whatever the year is, that's about my age until November. Not about, that is my age until November. So, you know. Pretty easy for me. No.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
I mean, I don't know how old you are, Kaiser, but, nope, 99 for me.
Where's your son? What happened?
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son.
2000? Nope, just a year older than you then.
He was
The Institute?
Well, in the summer, so not really. We're like months apart, huh?
No synth does.
I need to find a way.
I've been through some.
Where the
Like we're talking like what, July maybe?
So,
Uh-huh. He wasn't gonna talk.
Right. Look,
I think that's probably earliest. So no, not really that much. We're like 6 months apart.
I think I already have.
whether
I'll head there on my own.
All right. Don't.
Please, Nick, just get me through the. We didn't get Idiot Savant. Damn. You're old. What do you mean you're old? You're old. I'm older. What do you mean? You're old. I'm ancient. Dude, I love it. I love how it looks. I'm sorry, but dude, I love that.
What?
Kaiser, did you get to see the neon in here? I don't think you were here when I was looking. No, you weren't. It was at the beginning of stream. Never mind. Look at this neon. Look at how good this shit looks. I gotta save. I gotta go to bed. Look at that neon, though. Look at that shit. It looks so good. So let me, for reference again, let's turn off the filters. That's what it looks like there. And then filters on. It's not harsh. I didn't want to change the tone of the game. But like you can really see it even here. So if you look back around the dugout end too, around the sign, like look at how much detail it pulls out of the sign from such a distance. God, I love it. Sorry. Little side tangent. I said I wasn't going to talk about this stuff all night, but I'm like I'm looking at the preview and I'm just blown away by it, man.
Fine.
It really does make a pretty significant difference. That's why I'm genuinely curious what made my stream stand out tomorrow. I do feel like it gives everything a cinematic feel. I love it, dude. My beautiful two eyes. I've got multicolored eyes. My eyes almost look yellow when I'm like, if you could see them, like, or my eyes look green. Sorry, they look green, but I have flakes of yellow all around the middle. So like, the edges of my eyes are dark blue, and then I've got yellow all around the center for whatever reason. I've got the reptilian confirmed, yeah. And so like they reflect green. But yeah. No, that was something that me and my fiance talked about when we first got together at some point, was how weird my eyes look. Because that's what until you get close, it's like, I thought your eyes were green. It's like, no, not really. Not actually. Just got the weird, like, genetic thing. I don't know what the yellow flakes in your eyes are. I know not everyone has them. Neither of my boys do. So, like, my fiance has brown eyes. And so I figured both the boys would have brown eyes, right? Because it's the dominant trait. My oldest got brown eyes. The youngest, the 1-year-old, has bright blue. Yes, I always stream in the same t-shirt. I do. It's the same black shirt because I have all my lighting and stuff set to it. So I wore a blue when I was about to start a stream one day, and I looked at it in OBS. I was like, I don't like it. It looks off, so I went back and grabbed my black shirt. So, yep, it's the same shirt. No, I do have multiple. There's a whole Raider gang fronting up on me right now. No, I do have multiple. So these are my undershirts as well. Whenever for when I work, I wear a polo. Oh my god! Well, been an honor. What the hell? That's crazy. Well, back on our way. We get another chance at this, though. Nope. With 10 luck, you do have a chance to actually get that, Kaiser, by the way, when you play Fallout 4. That's why I always hit them. Because it's a low chance, but it's a chance.
You're bothering me.
I've gotten it once. That's why on survival, since I'm there all the time, I always hit it before I exit. There is one in Nuka World that's a guaranteed you get it. You'll get it every time. So there is one you can always get it from. But yeah. With 10 luck, you have a pretty good chance of getting it. I want to say it's like a 10% chance or something like that with 10 luck. But you can push it a bit further with like legendary gear and something else that increases your luck. Maybe an X cell? I don't remember if an X cell increases your luck. I think it increases all special stats though. So there's a lot of stuff you can take to increase your luck further, but I think based on I think if it's based on your special stat, and I think the percent chance is whatever your special stat is. So I think the best you can get is like 10% chance. And then like you can modify it further. Like you can get it up to like 13, 14%. I just don't know how significant of a difference that would make. They aren't here this time. Or maybe it's because I slept. Maybe they moved on. Alright. So we gotta get to Good Neighbor. We'll go through this little section. And then we'll get told to go out to the Glowing Sea. And that's probably where we're gonna end for the night. Because I don't think we're gonna go out to the Glowing Sea. But Wait. Wait a minute. Yeah, so this is where he tells me to report back and we can fly to Boston Airport. That being said, there's not much we can do there right now, but we can do that whenever now. We actually have access to the Pridwin right away. I forgot about that. There's Swan. Now he gets to stay in his pond forever. My biggest achievement so far in this run is taking out Swan. As upset as that may make you, Kaiser, that is my biggest achievement so far. More so than Kellogg, by a significant margin. The Swan fight was a fight. Oh yeah, there's check-in. I forgot about check-in. You and Coda are still tied, yeah. If you had missed it, Coda would have had the lead. You'd missed it, Coda would have had the lead.
Gary!
Let's see. What am I doing? Shotgun ammo. And then over to, I was thinking I needed to do something before we went over to Dr. Amari. Maybe today you'll get to meet Gary? Maybe. You'll have to finish, you have to finish the pit, right? And then you'll be able to explore the wasteland a little bit. Because I doubt you'll jump into Point Lookout right away. So, yeah, if you explore the wasteland a little bit, yeah, you should be able to. Yep, Point Lookout will be next week. Yeah. So yeah, you should be able to get through the pit today. I would say pretty easily. I don't think you're super far off. So you could go find the Garys. I'm okay with it, especially now that it's a soundbite. I'm sure you're more curious. Hopefully I haven't spoiled anything too much for you about the Garys. Because I think I've talked about them a handful of times, so hopefully I didn't spoil anything. I didn't even think about it leading up to this.
Whoever this Brotherhood of
Daisy.
Got some good
You got some shotgun ammo?
Mm-hmm. Let's see what you have.
I literally need whatever you can give me. Yeah, yep. There is one there.
Brotherhood of Steel, better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Okay, we're back. We're back. Stream did not like that menu apparently. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and leave Daisy. It did not like that at all. We're back though. But yeah, sorry. I think it may have lagged when I was saying that. But yes, there was one where you started Operation Anchorage. That's how you do the exploit to get the simulation gear out of the simulation. Deacon still in here? No. So his booth actually is empty. That's pretty cool. Dude, the lighting just looks so much more atmospheric. I'm sorry, we're gonna do this one more time. Look at how this looks. Look, take it in. Take a gander. We're gonna first get rid of the vignette. So already, like, you can tell the difference. Definitely makes it look more atmospheric just with the vignette. But we take off vignette, and now we take off the filter. Look, it's so much brighter. Like, so, like, if you look around the cushions, or, like, by her feet, where she's laying on the couch right there, you look around that area, when I turn this on, you'll be able to see, basically anywhere there's, like, kind of harsh lighting is what this fixes. And so you can see it pulls out a little, like, it pulls out the reds and the detail around her feet. Like, I don't really have a good way to point all this stuff out, but, like, God, I love it, dude. I love it. It looks so good. I'm so happy. Like I said, it has some stuff to fix. Greens, there are points where some of the greens look like super vibrant. That needs to be fixed. But God, it looks so good. Sorry.
Dr. Amari?
Yes. Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad.
Okay. Hold on. Last one. We're taking another step. We're taking another look at this. Because looking between my game and looking at the preview is kind of wild here. The floor is the big one, right? So you can see all the details on the tiles here, right? That's what I see. So, like, to me, there is, like, next to no detail. I shouldn't say next to no detail, but you look anywhere, like, the light is, like, super harsh, like here, right? And so, like, let's put this away and toggle it one more time. Vignette first, and so you can see it pulls out some detail in these somewhat closer, and then that. And look at that, dude. It looks so good. Sorry. For those of you who might be wondering what the fuck I'm talking about, it is a filter I have in OBS. This is not a mod or anything. It is crazy how just a little bit more contrast and everything pulls out such detail from this game.
Kellogg.
Pretty wild.
But he's dead.
I know it.
Are you two putting us?
All right.
Right. Please. Nick told
This.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? That's
I know it's a bit jarring. No, probably not jarring would be the word. It's a bit
I appreciate
excessive
You can thank me.
to stop and look at that stuff just because. But it really is pretty crazy.
Mercenary, pull me out, okay?
At least I feel like it.
Let's see here.
Look at how bright her
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight
doctor's
change in your
outfit is.
communications could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes.
Whites are probably the most noticeable.
That's what I was afraid of.
Bingo.
All right.
The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock.
I'm very happy with all this stuff. Looks so good. All right, sorry.
Tell me you have.
Let me.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit
It's places like this where there's such a big difference between the previous, like what I see versus what y'all see. That's pretty crazy to me. Am I in here too early?
Initiating brainwave
Nope, okay, there we go.
between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the
Alright, we're gonna get through this and we will probably call it a night here.
Just hold on.
You can see the spotlight effect pretty good here when I talk about why it looks so cinematic.
Can you hear me?
God.
Good. The simulation appears to be
That lasted way longer than it probably should have.
I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Alright. We gonna speedrun this. We ain't interested in Kellogg's memories at all. We just trying to get through this challenge. That makes it official, folks. Kaiser, you were asking about where I thought the next game would take place, right? This is what I was talking about with San Francisco. I absolutely think there is a good chance it's San Francisco. It exists here. It exists. They've referenced it in Fallout. They've referenced it in the Fallout TV show. I see it. I think it's gonna happen. I think that's where it'll be.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. I think we'll see San Francisco, or at least parts of it, and we'll see. We might be able to see Navarro again from the old, one of the original Fallouts. I think Fallout 2. Yeah. Or maybe it would be cool, just in general, to see a 3D version of one of the old Fallouts. If they ever took the time to do that, that would be pretty crazy.
Found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Alright, here we go.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
It looks so good, man. I love it. We're gonna frame this shot. Maybe I should do it from the other side. Yeah.
It's okay.
Fallout Mexico. Maybe.
One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea.
Tijuana in the Fallout universe.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly...
I really see it being San Francisco, especially with how big the influence that the Enclave is having on the current stories.
You're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative.
So, like, we've referenced the Enclave in the TV show. We've referenced the Enclave. We know that the Remnants were at least active in New Vegas. The Enclave has made an appearance in the next-gen update of Fallout 4 here. The Enclave is making several appearances in Fallout 76. They are gearing up to do, or they want to do something with the Enclave. You can tell they want to do something more with the Enclave.
Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation.
So, that's what I see. Or that's what I predict.
Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute.
Right or wrong, that's my prediction.
Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Alright.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay.
Feel good.
Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Got what we...
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Got scientists
We'll go ahead and click through this.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you...
Mm-hmm. I'll find
Yeah,
him.
it's about 4:30. We're going to speed through this. I can pick up this stuff now and she won't be mad at me. I'm pretty sure you have to do all this stuff first or she'll be mad at you. It counts as stealing, but it doesn't count as stealing after all of this. So, you know, perfect. I don't know who we're gonna raid yet. I saw Higgs was online. At least he was earlier when I started. I don't know if he still is. It's been 3 hours, so. If Higgs is online, we'll probably default to him. Yeah. He's playing Oblivion. See, the deal is, like... So.
Yeah? The Hotel Rexford's got rooms for rent if you want something more comfortable than...
The hell? I have never seen a ghoul dressed up like that.
Hi.
You running from something? Welcome home.
I've never noticed that there's been a ghoul there dressed up like that. Anyway, we're gonna do this. So, have not done this before. Do ghouls have sex? Maybe, I don't know. I imagine it would hurt.
Looking for a room? Top floor.
I don't know. I have no clue. They don't have to eat or sleep, or at least that's what it used to be.
Sanctuary Hills, aren't you? Aren't you?
Okay, we're back. OBS stopped responding for some reason. Yeah, that was on me. I don't know why it was on me, but that was on me. OBS decided to stop responding. Hopefully we're all back. Everything looked good. Everything, like, I know cam-wise we're back. I can see my preview. But audio, everything sound good? There's that. Okay, so we're gonna do this, something I have not ever done at the end of a stream. But ghoul children don't grow anymore. Oh yeah. So to our knowledge, I'm pretty sure no ghouls age or grow. They don't need food, they don't need sleep. I would imagine they can't have children, but who knows? Maybe that's something that they'll touch on in the next Fallout. I'm sure there are some members of the community. Every community has those people. We'll just put them out there. Those people. So, who knows? Maybe one of them got to work at. Maybe one of them got to work at. We got to work at Bethesda, and that'll be in the next game. But what I mean by I usually don't do this. That is, to any of the lurkers, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to drop you off with somebody who is also kind of a chill streamer. I think that's what we're more going to go for going forward. We're going to try to look into vibes. Where normally I look for people who's somewhat excited. I get it. It's late night, early morning for a lot of people. We're going to look for people who's a little more chill to hang out with and to drop y'all off with. A lot of people watch this stuff. Like, if you're a college student, it's late night studying. Or like if it's early morning, you don't really want anything that's going to be yelling at you. So we're going to do that. If you enjoyed the stream, I encourage you to drop a follow. We're live 5 nights a week. It'll be about the same theme most nights. We're chill until we're the calm before the storm, basically. A lot of the prep and all of this stuff going into these challenges will always be pretty chill and hanging out. When we actually get into like a major combat, like with Kellogg earlier, if y'all were there for it, it kicks off quite a bit. I'm pretty expressive. But for the most part, that's how we're gonna try to handle it going forward. I'm gonna cater somewhat more to the lurkers than I usually do. I just think it's better to find people that match a similar vibe, especially if people are here to hang out, or just have background noise while they work. Do something like that. All for it. So, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and queue up the raid for Higgs. And hopefully he's not on break right now. Doesn't look like he is. Looks like he just got back shortly, or a little bit ago. So, we're going to go ahead and start the raid. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the stream. I will catch y'all next time. Well, actually, it's going to start the countdown. I can't raid yet, so I kind of lied. But yeah, it's going to start the countdown. But if y'all enjoyed the stream, drop a follow. Catch y'all next time. Bye!